If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. This means, if the murder were finished with once it had been completed, then it would be a good thing to do it soon. This idea has been going around in Macbeth's mind. If the assassination could trample up the consequence and catch with his surcease success, trampled up meaning entangled in a net from which escape is impossible. We jump the life to come. This implies that Macbeth is not sure whether there is an afterlife. It could mean, however, that he is prepared to take a chance on not being punished in the real world. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. This meaning, justice is depicted as impartial meaning treating all rivals or disputants equally fair and just. That we but teach bloody instructions, which being taught return to plague the inventor. This is a metaphor which means evil is a kind of boomerang. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. This means justice is depicted as impartial meaning treating all rivals or disputants equally fair and just. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his host, who should against his murder shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Macbeth gives 3 valid reasons for not committing the murder. He is mercilessly clear-sighted, thinking clearly and sensibly, perception and discerning. 1. Duncan never did anything to him. 2. Karma. 3. The theme of the story is fair as foul and foul as fair. Soliloquy backs the statement up. Macbeth has been contemplating Duncan's murder but decides not to because 1. He risks punishment in the afterlife. 2. Duncan had used his powers as king not harshly. 3. Macbeth is his host and should not bear the knife. 4. Duncan was a good man and had done nothing wrong to deserve murder. 5. Macbeth is his relative. 6. Macbeth had realized that his only intention for killing Duncan were his own ambitions to become king. Besides this, Duncan hath borne his facility so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. This meaning, Duncan's good qualities, angels with voices like ringing trumpets, will cry out a terrible evil of murder. This is an onomatopoeia. And pity like a naked newborn babe, striding the blast o'er heaven's cherubim, horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. Here Macbeth shows his poetic imagination and his realization of horror of the murder. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on thy other. This is translated to, I have no motive for the deed except overwhelming ambition, which like a horseman trying to leap into the saddle jumps too far and falls on the other side. Thus, in overreaching myself, I may destroy myself.